It was all a lie. Macros sold us a vision he never believed in. He would destroy us. We just didn't know it yet. We were warriors, but he turned us against each other. Brother against brother. And despite all the maneuvers and all the strategy, in the end, it was going to be either me or him. Macros was the better warrior that day. He left me for dead, but I survived. Macros thinks the war is over, but our fight has just begun.
This won't be easy. They've got 1,000 men in there defending her.
If anyone can get in there, Orin can.
You understand how important this mission is. The weapon we need is inside this temple.
Sir!
You can count on us.
You two cover the back. I'll take the front.
Hello, Orin. I knew I'd see you again someday.
And you know why I'm here.
Your odds are 1,000 to 1. But I'll help you. On one condition.
What is it?
You won't like it, Orin. Well done, Orin. Welcome.
I am here, Sanctum. Tell me what you need.
Macros nearly has the power of a god. If you are to defeat him, your plan must be flawless. And I can craft such a plan.
I trusted Macros once. Now you're asking me to trust you.
It will only be until Macros is vanquished. You will see.
Even if I don't agree.
You came to me because you saw no other way. This is your path. Let me guide you.
Do not betray me, Sanctum. Too much is at stake.
May the Archon of Rebirth watch over you. We are heading into the monolith. Once inside, we won't be coming out until Macros is finished. We will arrive in the Earth Realm, the lowest level of the monolith interior. Macros has learned how he can use the monolith to become a god. It is an ancient spell, the Rites of Ascension. This spell can be broken, but only if we know it ourselves. A copy of the Rites of Ascension are stored here, in the Earth Realm, guarded by Macros' men. You must go to their base and seize the rites for yourself. Bring them to me, and I will find a way to break the spell. Well done. We have the Rites of Ascension. I'll study this spell and learn its secrets. But I cannot fight Macros and his army. That job is yours, and yours alone. Are you ready to see what you are up against?
Show me my enemies. Macros. He's not a god yet. Tell me how the Rites of Ascension work.
In order to complete the rites, Macros will need to absorb a massive amount of Ethereum.
I doubt he's gathering all of that energy on his own.
Exactly. Each of his lieutenants is channeling elemental energies for him.
They'll be his strongest allies.
Without a doubt. But remember, when you defeat them, their strength will become your own. This is Zamora the Farseeing. Her Vargul warriors hold the Earth Realm for Macros.
She's the powerful sorcerer.
She's an animal, fighting to survive. She's sealed herself in her lair behind the prismatic falls. You'll have to find a way to breach her defenses. Next, you'll face Lunara. It's in the water realm, drawing magical energy from beneath the surface.
Lunara is a guardian construct. It won't be easy.
Lunara is mindless, but still dangerous. Unfortunately, its participation in the rites has only made it more powerful.
I recognize this one. Greaves Sunsteel.
Greaves is a godsmith and a madman. He is responsible for arming most of Macros' elite warriors.
He is also a master of fire magic.
He only serves Macros because it benefits himself. Lastly, Gildan Commander, a true believer in Macros' right to become a god. He holds court in the air realm, forcing trials of combat on unwilling souls.
I don't know this one.
Macros sees him as your replacement.
Killing his lieutenants isn't enough. I have to face him.
Macros absorbs the Ethereum they send him. He believes he is already unstoppable.
He's wrong. I'll stop him.
You are strong, Orin, but not strong enough to defeat Macros and all of his men. You must train. I've found a man who can help. He is a godsmith of some renown who can help you craft and upgrade your gear. The Varghul are holding him captive on the other side of the Crimson Glades. Head to the Varghul stronghold, breach their defenses, and rescue this godsmith.
Thank the Archons. I thought I'd be stuck here. Wait. Orin? You're alive!
Xenon, I didn't know it was you here.
And I didn't know you were still alive. I'll take this as a sign. Perhaps we'll survive Macros' madness after all.
Come, we have much to discuss.
Are we going into a sanctum? Oh, Orin. So this is the inside of a sanctum.
She's quite something, though I did not expect her to be so independent.
She's a living being, Orin. Not merely some weapon to be wielded.
Well, in that case, I'll have to look to you for the weapons.
Ha! You never change. I'll provide you with basic arms. The rest we can forge. Here, this will help.
A sacred flame.
Go on. Light the forge with it.
It's good you found Xenon. He'll be useful.
He's also a friend of yours.
We're at war. You and I only have time for those we find useful.
Perhaps. Usefulness comes after care, Orin.
What I care about is defeating Macros. If Xenon can help us do that, so much the better.
From an Earth sigil we acquired at the Varghul Fortress, I've been able to locate Zamora the Farseeing. She's at her lair behind the Prismatic Falls. You need to acquire enough Earth sigils, including the one we already have, before we can enter her lair. You can earn them by completing hunt missions here in the Earth Realm. Fascinating. There are fragments of your brother's war journal here.
He never missed a chance to revel in his glory.
We might be able to learn something about Macros. I'll store these in my archive. We're done here. Let's head to the Twilight Beacon. It's time. You must face Zamora.
I'm ready.
Before long, I'll know how to break the rites of Ascension. We're getting closer, Orin.
Agreed. Then let's begin. This place seems to suit you.
It's better than a Varghul prison camp.
I'm sorry, Xenon. This is all I have.
My friend, you misunderstand. This is the most luxury I've had since the war started. I only regret that I couldn't help you when you fought your brother.
It was meant to be. Macros and I have a destiny. We must complete it together. In the end, it will only be him and me.
We have enough Earth sigils to unlock Zamora's lair. Make your preparations, and let's deal our first major blow to Macros.
Zamora?
You should be dead.
Macros tried to kill me. He failed.
But you're weaker than you were.
Let's find out. What a waste.
Well done, Orin. Zamora was one of your brother's top lieutenants. He knows you're coming for him now.
It doesn't matter whether he knows I'm back or not. Nothing will stop me.
Get ready, Orin. Things are about to get a lot harder for you.
Good. Strength is forged in adversity.
Spoken like a true warrior. You will get stronger each time you defeat one of Macros's elite warriors. Plus, they all carry items imbued with your brother's power that we can use.
You godsmiths work some strange magic.
We are dedicated to our craft.
You've absorbed Zamora's Ethereum.
Yes, I have. It had to go somewhere. I couldn't just disperse it. I'm sure it will be helpful later.
You sound different.
Something's happening. The Ethereum. It's difficult to hold so much. Something's wrong.
Will there be a problem?
No. It is time to enter the Water Realm, where you will face giant aquatic beasts, the Abyssian Host and Lunara, the guardian avatar of the Silver Moon. Go to the central tower and ascend. Those assassins were waiting for you.
Macros is sending a message.
The Water Realm. This place is ruled by the Abyssian Host. Be warned, Owen. The creatures in this realm will be out for blood. Your blood.
Fighting is a warrior's purpose. Point me towards Lunara.
Patience, Orin. You will have to overcome many ordeals before you can face that creature. Macros has put up a barrier around Lunara's lair.
He doesn't waste any time. I'll break the barrier. I just need to know where it's coming from.
The power source is located in the Tormentor's Asylum.
Feels good to be free.
No one in the monolith is free.
If this is captivity, I'll take it.
Don't get comfortable. The hard part is yet to come.
Of course. You can rely on me, Orin.
Lunara resides beneath the luminous shelter, but we can't get to her yet. Macros has placed an impenetrable barrier over the entire area. Before we can battle Lunara, we'll need to take it down. I've detected that something in a nearby stronghold, controlled by the monstrous Abyssians, is projecting this barrier. Infiltrate the Tormentor's Asylum and find a way to take down Macros' defensive barrier.
The Seventh Sanctum. She's sick.
The rites of ascension were not made to be used on a construct. There were bound to be side effects.
She's a person.
Yes, she thinks, she feels, but she's not a Valorian. We were made by the Archons to be their vessels. She was not.
So the Ethereum, it could kill her.
She knew the risks. But do not assume the worst yet, Orin. We don't know what will happen.
The barrier is down,
You're making good progress.
and you're getting sicker.
I'm on my journey. Same as you.
It's the Earth Ethereum you took from Zamora. That's what's making you ill. Because you're not a Valorian.
Perhaps. But that elemental Ethereum is the key. Without it, nothing else matters. So let's continue. Lunara's shelter no longer has the protection of Macros' magical barrier. But it is still locked. To open it, you will need to gather more realm sigils. Head out and earn the sigils by completing hunt missions.
We were just talking about you. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The bad news.
No. Tell him the good news first.
The good news is, you smashed Macros' barrier into 1,000 pieces. The bad news is, he sent a contingent of his Black Tide warriors to stop you.
Good. That means Macros is worried, as he should be. I'm ready to face Lunara.
Good work on collecting the sigils. Unfortunately, Macros' Black Tide forces have arrived and are using spirit tethers to fortify the luminous shelter from attack. If we do not deal with them, their defensive magic will put Lunara out of our reach. We must scatter Macros' troops. Head to the luminous shelter and shatter their defenses so we can face Lunara.
None of this matters if we don't find a way to break the rites of Ascension.
The spell is complicated. I'm making progress, but I need more time.
Time is something I can't give you, Sanctum. Macros is growing in power even as we speak.
I know. I have news, Orin, about the rites of Ascension.
Ah, good. You figured out how to break the spell.
Exactly. Now, when we reach Macros, we'll know how to stop him.
Well done, Sanctum. All of Hyperion owes you a debt.
This serves the greater good. Your brother must be stopped. You've gathered enough sigils, and you've cleared all the obstacles. Prepare your weapons. Ready your gear. Deal yourself. It's time for you to face Lunara, guardian avatar of the Silver Moon. Ethereum in the water realm. I perceived it. All of it.
You sound different. Tell me what's happening.
The Ethereum is affecting me. Nothing fatal.
You're sure about that? Our plan relies on you.
I'm not dead yet, Orin, so nothing to worry about.
So it's true. The Ethereum is making you sick.
Never mind that. Orin, we have a problem.
I'm listening.
As you know, Macros has the rights of ascension, just as we do.
Correct. But if he wants to ascend, he needs Ethereum, and we've been taking it away.
Exactly. And that's the problem.
How is that a problem? It's working.
We are winning, and Macros knows it, so now he's desperate. He knows that if all the Ethereum disappears, he'll never be able to ascend.
And thanks to us, he's running out. Fast.
Exactly. So now he's willing to risk everything and start the rites with what he has left.
That means we're running out of time.
We are done with the Water Realm. It's time to move on our remaining targets. Greaves Sunsteel is next, followed by the Gildan Commander. Head to the Central Tower and rise to the Air Realm. Orin, there's something else.
More bad news, I'm guessing.
Macros is wrong.
About what?
About his entire plan. He thinks he can become a god, but he can't.
He can. He has the rights of ascension.
Yes, but they are not what he thinks they are. The rites aren't for ascension to godhood. They're for a different kind of ascension. They're for sacrifice.
Blood sacrifice, you mean?
Exactly. If Macros tries to ascend, odds are he'll die, and most likely destroy the world around him.
You sure about this?
Study the rites. It's all there in the text. If Macros tries to ascend, he will die. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Orin. I know he's your brother.
When he chose to betray us, he sealed his own fate.
The Air Realm. These flying earth motes are the only solid ground up here. Let's move carefully, since the Neak kindred do not like intruders.
Tell me who I face next.
Greaves Sunsteel is Macros' personal godsmith. He's our next target. But first, we need to activate a Twilight Beacon.
Your brother is even more of a menace than I thought.
He's his own worst enemy.
How so?
He's wrong about the rites of ascension. They won't turn him into a god after all.
Why not?
It's a sacrifice ritual. He's a dead man. He's playing with fire. We have to stop him before he wreaks more havoc on this world.
Did you tell Xenon about Macros?
Yes, where's Greaves?
He's at his forge. We'll search for it at the Shrine of the Godsmiths.
Let's go.
Greaves Sunsteel's lair is somewhere below the Shrine of the Godsmiths on the other side of the Azure Enclave. The land is held by local warbands of the Neak kindred. They are hostile and will attack on sight. Head to the Shrine of the Godsmiths and find the entrance to Greaves Sunsteel's forge.
He's not here.
Let's think about this. He wouldn't just leave the gate to his forge in plain sight.
Or maybe he would. Look at the floor.
You're right. The floor is the door. Now that you've found him, let's get the air sigils we need to unlock it. Head back to the Twilight Beacon.
We're running out of time. Macros may complete the rites of ascension before we reach him.
If that happens, we all die.
Why?
If he starts the rites this way, if he starts the ritual without enough Ethereum, it's likely he'll set off a chain reaction. It will rip at the fabric of our universe in ways we cannot predict.
What would happen?
No one knows for sure. Nothing like this has ever happened before. But it could destroy the monolith and everything in it. Let's not wait to find out. You must reach him before it's too late. We have located the entrance to Greaves Sunsteel's forge. As with the others, we will need to gather some more elemental sigils. Have you fought Greaves before?
No, but I've heard the stories. He's able to command fire.
He says he is fighting for Macros, but he only fights for himself. You, on the other hand, are fighting to protect others. And that is why you will win.
You're about to face Greaves Sunsteel. Are you ready?
Yes, this is long overdue.
I've known him for years, since before he joined Macros. Don't underestimate him. He's very powerful.
He'll die like the others.
Most importantly, don't listen to him. He'll say anything to get what he wants.
You've gathered enough sigils. It is time to face Greaves Sunsteel, Macros' personal godsmith. Greaves is a man without honor, someone who has committed countless atrocities. He is down in his forge making new weapons for Macros. You must face Greaves in his lair and put an end to him once and for all.
Orin, I knew we would face each other one day. Warriors as great as you and I are destined to meet in battle.
You think too highly of yourself.
You have a choice, Orin. You could fight us, or you could join us. You'd use my weapons, finest ever forged. And you'd be on the winning side.
Macros and I are done. You deceive yourself.
You are a fool to resist your brother. This is his world, and I hold a place of honor in it.
You hold no place in this world.
absorbed, the more painful it would become.
And we're not done yet. There's more to come. You'll have to hold fast.
Orin, I'll be okay. Orin, you know that once Macros begins the rites of Ascension, the ritual must be completed.
Understood. But we know that we can't let Macros ascend, no matter what.
Agreed. But someone will have to finish the job.
You said that anyone who completes the rites will die.
Correct.
And only someone with enough Ethereum could complete it. Someone who has studied the rites.
You see what I'm about to say.
You could complete the ritual.
Yes.
But then you'll die.
I'll have served a purpose. It's the only way, Orin.
Greaves lies defeated.
He was a gifted godsmith.
With such a twisted mind. Virtue matters more than skill, Xenon. My brother is a perfect example of this.
Agreed. May our talents never exceed our virtue.
Orin, we're almost there. Only Gildan Commander is left. We have to breach the caverns around his Crucible of Souls. Those caverns are heavily defended by Macros' Black Tide forces and barred by an Ethereum seal. Head back to the Azure Enclave, fight your way to the caverns, breach those defenses, and locate the gate to the Crucible of Souls. Have you thought about what I said?
Not now. One battle at a time.
Then let's get Gildan Commander.
Sanctum, what if you're wrong?
Wrong about what?
About the rites of Ascension.
What do you mean?
You say the rites are a sacrifice ritual. Macros says it will make him a god. Only one of you can be right.
You are wondering if I wish to become a god myself.
The thought had crossed my mind.
Why would I want that?
Most beings would love to have the power of a god.
Power corrupts. Your brother has shown us that.
Power overwhelms. It's hard to resist.
I am not a Valorian, Orin. I am a construct. I do not want the same things as you.
Something troubles you, old friend.
Ascending might kill her. Perhaps it's for the best.
You sound conflicted.
She's on our side now, but we don't know what that much power could do to her.
She isn't Macros.
Would your brother have turned evil without the temptation of godhood?
We are almost there, Orin. Only the Gildan Commander remains. His lair, the Crucible of Souls, requires sigils from all the realms to unlock. You will also have to return to the Earth and Water realms to collect the necessary sigils. I want you to know, I've enjoyed our adventure together.
There's comfort in purpose.
I meant, if we didn't have this crisis, I would still be locked away in that temple. You set me free, Orin. Thank you.
No thanks necessary. You are giving me another chance to face my brother.
We have all the pieces in place. It is time to face Macros' most loyal follower, the Gildan Commander. Prepare yourself and rearm yourself. Head into the Crucible of Souls and defeat Macros' champion.
Unworthy of my master's new world.
You're delusional.
Silence! You will not obey the will of Macros.
My brother is a mad tyrant, nothing more. Report.
I don't know how much longer I have.
Then there's no time to waste.
It's time. You must face Macros and stop him, once and for all.
He is at the height of his power.
So are you. We have the Ethereum. We are ready to confront Macros himself. You'll have to ascend the central tower one last time before we can face your brother. Head to the central tower and ascend to the monolith's throne room. Keep your weapon close. The trials here will be the most difficult yet.
I'm ready.
Be warned, Orin. This will be difficult. He is not just your enemy. He is also your brother.
He is no brother of mine. Not anymore.
He chose his path. You chose yours.
His reign ends with me.
We made it, Orin. We are outside the throne room. Macros waits for you on the other side. This will be the most difficult fight of your life. Do what you need to do to prepare, because this is it. I will unravel the remaining enchantments from Rites of Ascension. Once I break the rites, Macros will be vulnerable to harm. The rest is up to you. You will get that second duel you've been wanting. Just make it count.
hard to kill, Orin. You have no idea what you have done. The damage you have caused. Let me have a look at you. Orin, this is pointless. We both know how this is going to end.
It's time for your madness to end, brother.
I was never just your brother. I am your god.
You're no one, Macros.
You would dare to raise your weapon against a god?
It's over, Macros.
Oh, you're wrong, Orin. I am the future.
You are a monster. You've done nothing but fight and destroy.
This is the world we live in, Orin.
As you wish, brother.
The rites of ascension need to be completed, or the backlash is going to tear reality apart. I need to do this.
This could kill you. You know that.
Or I could become a god.
Then let's find out.